Nigeria is bigger than the South. Nigeria belongs to everybody. We want a leader. He's in here. He got to come out in you.
The only thing we just rely on is election campaign, and then we bring up leaders. To the point of
he's from my village.
The legislature is supposed to be
a Christian. You understand? They go to churches, they go to mosques.
No. That's one of that's the problem we have. That's the problem we have.
But there's money in the country, just that we don't invest. We don't try to make money.
Every human being we want more than less. In economic theory.
Hello, a very good morning to you all. Daddy Chris is here, and it's our very first broadcast of the year. Something is happening at Srtv. Maybe it's coming to you at the right time, maybe not. Maybe we're having some issues. We will tell you what we'll be going through. Anyway, today is a beautiful day, and it's the 22nd of February. No, it's already, the year is over again. This last year, we had a new year, and I said we won't broadcast until we're ready, and now it's a new year, so we're going to another year. That is how fast the time flies. We have to make good use of our time. Well, this is the Good Morning Show, and as on Saturday, this is what we do, is the weekly bulletin. This is where we take a look at all that has happened within the week, and that's what we'll be doing this morning. But as you know, a lot is happening in the country at the moment, so we're going to focus on one of those two things, and of course, we're going to take a look at the newspapers. But I have my girl with me. She's all the way in Abuja. Mary is supposed to be there. Hi, Mary.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, and good morning, everyone.
It's nice to see your faces again. I think the audience will be more than happy to see Srtv back alive. I don't know what is happening with them in Asaba, but it's a shame that it's taking them 1 year to come together with what they're doing. But anyway, we do what we do best. It's the weekly bulletin, and a lot has happened within the week. I can say one because I will not be able to start this show without paying a tribute to a man. A man. I call him a man. He's an elder statesman that just passed on in Delta State. He's Eddie Clark. We'll be taking a look at his career if we can get Delta State on board on this show this morning. But on the national level, our former head of state, the AKA Evil Genius, General Ibrahim Babangida released a book, and it's quite interesting. In fact, I'm more than excited to take a look at what happened.
So interesting, Daddy Chris.
Yes,
I know. On this particular topic, we might actually not agree on it because maybe from the perspective that you're seeing, it might not be the same with mine. You know, seeing everything he's saying at this time, I felt like, Daddy Chris, where has it been on this why? Why is he just saying the truth now?
Yeah, but
why are we just finding out?
Everybody has his own side of the story to tell. He's looking for the right time to say his own. And don't forget, this man has been the one behind the devil, all the good things that happen and all the bad things that has happened in our time. He has been better to them.
Sure, I know.
And
what I'm trying to say is, a lot has been happening in the country, right?
Yes.
And the quest for people wanting to know the truth. We've been seeing history. A lot of them where we met, some you were present, you knew about them. Why some we just saw them, right? We saw them as books that we read, or we had to research about them online. We tried to know more about them.
Yes.
By the end of the day, we really didn't know the truth, even about the MKO Abiola, and that is why the daughter has been talking. So I felt like it has been there. It has been a kind of bringing up worries and all of that. It's good. It's coming out to say the truth. It's coming out to still say he's sorry, because at the end of the day, not everyone is actually opportune, right? Actually had that opportunity to come out and actually air their truth and say they are sorry, and still try to talk to Nigeria about everything, or a lot of things that we need to know that he experienced. But on my own part, I'm not saying he didn't do well, Daddy Chris. You remember when he talked about his childhood friend, right? That the depression that the death of his childhood friend cost him. By the end of the day, trying to rescue Nigerians, the nations, amid against crisis and all of that. So, but I felt like when I was going through what he wrote in the book, the different chapters, I said to myself, why has he not said this before now? Why is he just saying this?
Anyway, the best time to do anything, Mary, is now. I'm gonna excuse for that. But what is interesting, Mary, is as we take a look at this man's life, as we look at Ibrahim Babangida. I pray we have those people in Asaba who are a little bit older than you. You're young. We lived through his time.
That's true.
I can remember the time we were in the unit. We had the structural adjustment program. We went on the street protesting. There's nothing this man did not handle. Like he said, and let me say this, man. The best political structure, which I still propose for Nigeria till tomorrow, was initiated by him, by his administration. Let's go this way. Under that time, we have the SDP and the NRC. Well structured. We were looking at the American system. That's what we do. We copy everything anyway. But he copied it well. Mary, we built secretariat in every little state. Not just a party, go and set up a party. There was SDP secretariat, there was NRC secretariat. You can go, you either join one or you can still run independently. But there was need. Like what we have in the United States, we have the Republican and we have the Democrat. They copied it well. Mary, this man conducted the best election. You know, there's one thing we call in my place. They say Isa Ganazi. You know, when you don't shoot all the white sheet village, you can't put one black one on top. And the Baba can't put one black one on top by another election. And now, the question is, why did he even annul the election? It's good to hear from him before he died. You know, because I think he's been suffering. Because for you to be behind, he's still alive when Buhari now immortalized. Meaning it is what I have cost the nation that this man is preparing. So it wouldn't be agreeing with Buhari because he's the one that overthrew the government of Buhari. So there will be some little things there. But let's not go into that. They've not fight themselves. What I'm really interested in that they now come out and we still want to know more about Babangida. You know, so many things has happened. You plan, you fail. Everybody at that position will make some mistakes. We didn't say you didn't make mistakes. Like Mary just let me say, it took you so long to come and tell the nation where your mistake or why you did it. I'm still unclear why he annulled the election. That I did it in the national interest is a vague statement. What national interest? That's my own. Why did you annul the election? It's a simple question. Oh, if I annul it, they're going to kill everybody. Say it. Tell us who are going to kill people. We want to know. You see, you cannot just tell us in national interest and it's okay. Who does that?
At the end of the day, just like I said, everything he did was good, right? He tried in his own time.
Everything was not good though.
No, that is now this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say this is, I know he's coming out to say the truth now, but can we still understand that if he speak out then, what if his life would have been at risk?
His life?
What if, yes.
Is he a coward? He was a military man. He shouldn't be afraid of who? Who was he afraid of? That we were going to kill him? He was not under duress.
Sometimes the enemies might be just two way bigger than you.
Exactly.
They might even be more than you.
At this point in time, that's what I said. At this point in time, we want to know who were those people who were going to kill you. If that is the case, maybe tell us who they because it's good to know where the problem of Nigeria is, because this same problem might still be on tomorrow. The people that wanted to kill him might still be wanting to kill the new president. If that is why they begin to misbehave, because there is no reason why Nigeria is where we are. We are way too brilliant. We are way too blessed. We have everything in the world, yet we are behind. And the biggest problem we have is that of leadership.
You know that Chris, he kept on talking about his interest for the nation, how he had to fight, right, to see how he could save the nation from crisis, war.
Yes.
Which is one thing I said, okay, he tried in his time, if what he's saying is the truth, right? By the end of the day, I'm still saying what I'm saying. Maybe, as of that time, if he had reacted, maybe you won't be seeing him here today, speaking his truth.
Okay, but Mary, I'm not saying as at that time. I'm not talking of today. But Babangida, you come out to tell us why you annulled the election. You only say, I annulled the election. It's too vague because in the national interest. No, sir. Tell us exactly why you annulled it. Oh, because if I annulled it, Abuja and his social people were going to kill everybody. Tell us now. So those people will say, Babangida, you're lying or you're saying the truth. You can't just lie against the dead too. Abiola is not here to defend himself. Many people are no more here to defend themselves. We want to know how truthful you are, sir. If you are
and Abiola's daughter said that You said he's pleased, she's pleased, right? Thank you for actually still making it clear to everyone that her father won the election.
That is
That
where
she
the problem
knew
is.
right
Forget it.
before now that
Forget
the
it.
father won
That's
the
not what
election.
we are after, Mary. That's not our problem today. Our problem is, see, when you identify your problem, it is hard to solve.
Okay.
Babangida is telling us that, oh, I am not the election because of national interest. What
Yeah,
are the
that's what he said.
specify it? Tell us the national interest. Tell us the threat you had. Tell us the people who were fighting Nigeria. We want to know if they are still fighting us now. It's not about yesterday. We're talking of tomorrow. Children need to learn this so that we can move forward. You cannot just tell us, oh, I did it in national interest and it's over. Who does that?
But can we still
I'm
see
not.
to the
I'm
fact
not.
that Daddy Chris, how many people have come out to speak their truth? How many people have come out with this bold step to do what he's doing now? Why can't we still applaud him for the one he did? My only problem is, why is he just saying it? But on the other part, how many people, right? Some people died without even speaking their truth. They couldn't even tell
Does
us.
he have a child? It's dead already. Babangida is dead already. Whether he said the truth now or not, he's dead already. And this even truth he said now, he's only making money. He just makes 16 billion on that very day. And that is not my interest. If Babangida want to tell us the truth, we want to know, because the essence of truth, the essence of history, so that children will learn so they won't make the same mistake. If somebody tell me I did it for national interest without telling me who were those fighting the nation then we don't know where we are. We cannot still solve that problem. Children will not be able to identify their problem. He made it clear. He made some confession, which is good. Oh, I killed my shadow friend. That is a normal thing. You are a military man. He plotted a coup against you. If you think he really plotted a coup, the penalty is there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Daddy Chris, there are people, right? If they had been in his shoes, maybe because of the experience he had with his childhood friend, that love that has been there, that bond, he wouldn't have broken the bond. I hope you know. He would have wanted to keep his friend, right?
Mary,
And actually fight his country.
that is him talking now as a coward. He did the brave things then. If he
So
couldn't
he
stop
said,
it then,
Daddy Chris said,
listen,
and
we're not here to cry with
he was
Babangida.
in between considering the safety of his nation and the life of his friend.
The life of his friend was not at stake. His own life. The guy plotted a coup against him. Babangida in fact, they tried the guy in the law court, and the penalty is death. He said
So
they
are
should
you
kill him.
saying that even at that, even now that he wrote a book, right? Are you trying to say that he's still not saying the whole truth?
I
Things dividing.
don't understand what is truth here. Mary, if I'm going to confess to my wife, Nigeria is his wife. I'm going to confess to my wife what I did wrong. I'm not going to say, I did that thing because so they'll save our marriage.
Okay.
My wife is going to ask me, what did you do? Did you sleep with another wife? Did you sleep with my mother? What did you do? All those are questions, are legitimate questions to be asked. They're not going to be. I'm going to add Asaba shortly. It's like Asaba is ready to join us. That'll be interesting. But there will be so much noise in that area, they may not even be able to hear us. So hopefully they will. Hello. For the first time,
hello.
Hello, can you go hear us?
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Morning. And why are you on a different background and on a weekly bulletin? Because when people come to a show late, that is what they get. I don't want to humiliate you guys this morning. You guys are not ready. Let's do what we do next. When they're ready, they will join us next time. Okay. So, like what we're saying, we have a little bit of issues in this country right now, and we're discussing Babangida. Babangida came and he apologized, or perhaps he tried to make us know why he annoyed the children. That is our interest. Our interest is not who he killed. He has killed more than that. No blood of anybody is better than the other one. He killed them.
Daddy Chris, I understand what you are saying. That even in the truth he's saying, they still need to unveil a lot of truths, right? For the interest of the upgrowing children that needs to know the truth. But I don't know. I feel like, can we still applaud him for still coming out to even say what he said?
I don't understand what you're applauding for. You're childish now. I don't understand what is applauding. What you're applauding him for? Somebody came out and wrote a book and is telling us, listen, I'm sorry for some of the things I did. That's what he's saying. And these were the things I did. As his own autobiography, he didn't do it for anybody. He's trying to clear his name. If you're going to clear your name, we have the right to ask the simplest question, sir. What did you do? You cannot tell us, oh, I did something and it's this. And my only interest today is Babangida. You did the biggest damage to this country by annulling the freest election we ever had. we still having the same issue of that election till tomorrow. Maybe if that election has been declared, Abiola would have shaping the way Nigerian election will be. We will be going through what we went through in 2023. So many things are still wrong till now. We still not been able to have a credible election. The man sitting down there now, we have big issues with his election. So the trouble remains, and that is not a thing to be forgotten. I am only asking him that, Baba, you have the right to do anything you want to do. Your apology may be accepted. But what is it? Who were those who were fighting the nation that you could not tell us? That is a question. If anywhere I'm called upon, I will ask. But we can move on. Well, Babangida, in those good days, I remember your time. I want to go back. The man was an evil genius. You know what we call him evil genius? We call him Maradona.
He's a strong man.
He was a Maradona. And he was able to run Nigeria to some extent. He built the Third Mainland Bridge. So Babangida had so many things to his credit. The only thing he did that was trying to stick too long in power at some point, and the second time is the main one really is annulling the June 12th election, which led to the death of MK Abiola. It's okay to say this now that as if Abiola has died. Abiola didn't die for nothing. I always say it, the sweat, the glory, what we enjoy today is as a result of the death of Abiola. Because the death of Abiola sent a very big message that if you misbehave, anybody, any attempt to try to disrupt our political system, it will not be welcomed by the military. That's why the military are sitting down where they are. So why I'm even crying sometimes that I like what is happening in Burkina Faso, that the young man is able to change the place. Nigerian military men have not been able to do so. They are actually worse than the civilians. And that is a shame. And that's what Babangida has displayed today. He has displayed it again and again. And I'm surprised that he continued to display the same thing again and again. Now, that's what Babangida has displayed today. He has displayed it again and again. And I'm surprised. Yeah. Now, your sound in Asaba is echoing back to the studio. And it's a shame. You need to sort yourself. You'll join the show next time. Anyway, that is for the very, very simple segment of the show. Babangida, A Journey in Service. We wait to see the book, sir, and I'm going to personally read it from A to Z. Like I said, I used to envy you because Babangida tried everything. He tried to reshape the Nigerian education system with the 6334 system, with Bafafua in charge. I remember very well. I was not a child. He did something in the agri sector. He's somebody that was ready to listen. Even Wole Soyinka worked with him. He gave Wole Soyinka, you know what Babangida would do? If you see that you are very loud in anything, he say, hey, now come, now we need your service. Come and head this. He brought Wole Soyinka, they make me say you be good man. Come and head the road safety. There's one Tai Solari was always talking about the education system. Oh yeah, Baba, come on. He was using everybody possible. If you say you are good, come and let us see your skill. And there's somebody that was listening. You must give that credit to him. Today, Babangida have his followers. I am not one of them. But you know what I'm going to take away from today? As we go through this, I hope everybody now will learn that the same man who was very strong is now in the wheelchair. He's not the one regretting. And perhaps it's time for Tinubu to ask himself, your own is even going to be worse, Tinubu, because you are old already.
That's a simple indication that you cannot be a king forever.
Exactly.
There's always a time for everything, right?
Exactly.
So maybe the time that you are in power, the time that you are there to be able to help the people, why not do it? Why not use your time wisely?
And welcome back to cry to us tomorrow. Because we're not ready. That's why I don't want to welcome Babangida crying. We're not going to welcome your cry tomorrow. Cry now. If you're not ready to die for a nation, you see, sometimes they say, I want to lead. I want to lead. You know what Jesus Christ did? Jesus Christ said, because I'm a leader, I died for you. Mary, that is a sign of love. That's why no women don't want to listen to this. And I know most of you listening now. The Bible said a man will love his wife. And the woman, just respect your husband because they know you cannot, no woman will agree to die for the husband. You know the book.
Is there a man that will agree to die for his wife? That the Chris. Is there a wife that will agree to? Is there a husband that will agree to die for his wife?
Oh my God, Mary! If there's trouble in the home, if there's war, anything coming, is the man that will come out.
Do you think it happens like that everywhere?
almost every. I mean,
We
have
agree
you seen
with
where
that
a
there
woman
are some
come out to
families
say
whereby
that?
the women are even stronger.
I'm not going to go into that this morning.
No,
But you
let's
know
not
the
go
truth.
into it. Let's not go into it because I'm a woman here. And I will not allow you to make it look like we are not strong. There are some cases whereby the women are
It's not me. Then you challenging God. Because it was God that said women should only respect their husband. He didn't say love your husband. And
okay,
then, you know what is it to love?
in a situation whereby the man is not as strong as the woman, is this still a way of disrespecting God? Or the man choose not to be strong?
Oh, okay. Then who said in anywhere where the woman is stronger than the husband, that is no more a marriage. It's biblically no more a marriage. Because there is nowhere they said the woman should love the husband. It's only Bible that said that even if that's why in those days they said if you go to church and you say something, if they say something in church you don't understand, shut up. When you go home, ask your husband. That was why it was practiced in those days. So
Daddy Chris,
saying, I'm not coming out to say that it's your Bible. It's your Bible. Go and read it.
So if a man is weak, Daddy Chris. So if a man is weak, the woman
I don't know how a man can be weak. A man that is weak, in what sense? In what sense can a man be weak? The man, there's nobody that you don't have money doesn't mean you are weak. If there's trouble in the house, who will open the door? Is it the woman that will go and open the door?
That's why I say that if there is trouble and the man could not own up to himself as a man to open the door, won't the woman open the door? That is what I'm trying to say, not even money.
In that case,
the woman still stay back because the man is not opening the door and there's trouble.
In that case, there is no marriage. What the Bible taught us is what I'm saying. I'm only trying to say when Jesus Christ, I'm trying to talk about our leaders. When Jesus Christ showed love, what did he do? He died for us. If Babangida loved the country, he should have been prepared to die for the country. Not to come out at the end of the day, all I did was in the interest of the country. How can you do in the interest of the country? Who was going to kill you? Those are words of cowardice. Ibrahim Babangida. Nobody will say this, but that decree said to this today. Those are words of cowardice. You came out, you wrote a book. Let us deal with the other part of your book. Like I have some good memory of what you did right. But today, your confession is cheap, is shallow. We want to know the depth and who was going to kill you. I never knew you were a coward, sir. Anyway, that is, by the way, another thing I want to say from this Babangida's note, like I said, message to the ones in power now. Because Babangida's legacy is the continuous ringing of elections in Nigeria. Because he caused it. Today there is continuous. It's a routine. You ring, you win. You ring, you win. That's what has happened. That was the only election that would have set Nigeria on the good path. We are still not there. Number two, do you know the funniest thing, Mary? When this man was in power, I was in school. He came out with the structural adjustment program. Just like what you see, you are young. You were not even born then. Just like what you see with this man now. Tinubu came out and removed no subsidy. All right? And every child went on the street. That was exactly what we did during the structural adjustment program. He took IMF loan. We were all crying. You understand? It didn't stop him. But guess what? The same people who were crying then are the people in power now. That was our short comrade, Oshomole. He was among those. They were, in fact, that's why they say, Aluta continua. They were protesting.
Oshomole has been like this for long. So he has been like this for quite a long time.
Oh my God. Oshomole was then the labor leader. He was the most formidable labor leader Nigeria ever produced. Not the Majaro. Ajaro. Oshomole was strong. He was able to hold the government accountable. But guess what? They are now in power. He called himself an elite now. Then he was a comrade. Oshomole could come out on television and call himself an elite. And look at this set of rats, village fools who now come to power. Look at what they've done with power. Even the president today, Tinubu, was among those under Nedeko that fought the system. Tinubu was among those during the Nadeko period that fought the government of Nigeria. He was on exile for some time. Tinubu, he came back. Look at what he's doing. So why we blame this man is journey in service? Maybe you should already blame your journey in service while you are still in service. We don't have a nation. And if this is the kind of things we're about to see, we are in trouble. That's why the Chris don't want to come on the show, because when I'm here, I'm probably going to be bitter. Because I lived through the era. I am 58 years old. In 2 months' time, I'll be 58. So I'm no more young. I have lived through the era. If somebody say put gun in my face to say the truth, I'd probably be afraid, because I won't say the truth. But I will not go back to my family and say, look at what I did. Because it's definitely better I say the truth and get killed, because I'm going to die. It may be a matter of some hours left. I will still die. How can Babangida or 4 people not be able to stand for truth? And he said that, oh, I did it in the national interest. How many people are standing for the truth now? If you cannot stand for the truth, or you cannot withstand the trouble, why are you in power? Now, I think all of them now, Bazoja will say, oh, he will give us excuse why he didn't say the truth. Good. Buhari will give us excuse why he didn't say the truth. All of them are, why are you in power? You see, the sincerity, the bravery, and until Nigeria stand to deal with these pains, we'll never see the light. You know what's so good about Jesus? I'm always going to talk of leadership. I talk of Jesus Christ. There will be no good things without sacrifices. That's why when I named my church the first time, I call it Church of Sacrifice. Because in anything we do, there must be sacrifice. This man was not prepared to sacrifice anything. Babangida was not ready to sacrifice. If you were ready to sacrifice, you don't need to be alive today. Why would you be alive? To do what? What are you doing now? You're in the wheelchair. What are you enjoying? Is anybody not going to die? No, let's put it clear. Is he not dead now? No, Ikeka just gone 2 days ago. We are going to go. The question of time. If you cannot live for the word of God or for your own words, then don't even near the cradle. Don't come there. Don't go there. We have no men of integrity. And look at the way they all gathered to share money, to donate money for themselves in the country called Nigeria. When we should be crying. We should be crying. And I'm holding the new president, all of them accountable. For what they, because these are the things.
Someone made a statement someone made a statement and said, it's true, oh, Babangida, you came out to talk, right? To speak your truth and said, you are sorry and all of that. Now, can you start telling us all the money they looted, even your own? Bring out all the money you took to be sure that you are sorry.
Is it money? Is it the money we're even talking about? Maybe.
This was even another person's opinion. No? Tell us that this was the money that was in your own possession.
Yes.
Right? Bring out all the money and and call out the names of people that have looted money during your time. I'm not coming out to tell us that for national interest without stating who and who, right? We're behind.
That's why they say Goodluck is a good president, because he handed over power. They asked Goodluck, all the people that looted the money that you were under your watch, what did you do? And again, we don't even talk about looting anymore. It's okay. You know what we were praying for before? You know why I don't forgive Babangida? If we have a free and fair elections, then the leader will no more be afraid of anybody. He will not be working for us. Until we have a free and fair elections, the leaders will be accountable for those who put them in power. It's what you see now. If you see the local government, they don't have a say, because they listen to what the governor says. And the governors now know that if Tinubu face you go come up for power. So there is no, but if they know, if you have that independent, no, people voted me in, you have no authority over me. My authority is from the people. You will be confident and you will work. And you know it's affecting even our own leaders, African leaders, because they come to power illegitimately. The West are aware. When they misbehave, the West will just tell you, listen, we'll kick you out of power. We'll tell your people your secret, and they'll kick you out of power. You understand? So they begin to blackmail them to do what the West wants. I'm sorry, this is bigger than everybody. So but if we have a credible election, the people can then stand and say, I have the mandate. This is what Abiola said. He said, I am the custodian of a sacred mandate, freely given. I ain't giving it up. That was the very speech of this man. They killed. He said, I am the custodian of a sacred mandate. It was freely given. When such a man was talking, he was telling you that he has the mandate of the people. I don't know whether Tinubu will be able to stand up and say that.
I'm not sure. Not
May
possible.
God save us. So you see the trouble we have. What Babangida cost is still what children are going through today. And that is the beginning of our problem. If we're going to solve the Nigerian problem, it's going to start with free and fair elections. I've been here, sitting down here, and I watched what just happened in Edo State. I was crying. It's now become a routine. Mary, when people begin to practice stupidity for some time, it becomes normal. Today,
You're right.
to ring election is a normal thing. Nobody is even expecting anything different. In fact, there was a day, let me tell you, my ex, I was driving her to her place in Saple. And I said, she was saying they would not lie. And I said, don't be surprised. When we get to your place, there will be light today. He said, God forbid. You understand? He said, God forbid there will be light. You understand? It is not normal that there will never be electricity in the home.
But it's really not a good one for people to have that type of mindset. You understand? It's really not a, I don't know, like just like what you said, we are now seeing it as a normal thing. The abnormal is not looking like a normal thing in the country.
Yes. And today will not be enough to even discuss Babangida alone, because I have a day for you, sir. We have a lot to discuss with you, because I'm not even using Babangida as a case. I'm just using him as a reference to solve Nigerian problem. If we have free and fair elections, which you orchestrated, and credit to you for that. If you had followed that, Nigeria would have been on the right path today. Because Abiola would have gotten to that power knowing that he got the mandate of the people. He will be careful. And he will probably pass on that legacy, and that legacy would have continued. Now we are clapping for Goodluck for handing over power. That's what Nigeria have never seen before. Oh, he's a good man. He handed over power. Before Uncle Nai Papa power. Because you understand, we are used to bad things. So we're used to it. Anytime we see good things, it's a surprise. Did that happen? I never said, Mary, the first time, a few days ago, now one get tell me say love me. Because no girl don't tell me say love me for more than some years, more than 50 years now. No girl don't tell me, only my mother don't tell me say love me. Well, I say that true. Because all what that they do me, they say, I don't care about you. You understand? When someone show me love, I'm going to wonder. It's abnormal. It's not real. As if someone to love that decrease. So I'm just saying that Nigerians have used to know love. And it's bad. And we need to change that. And this is the attitude
and we think we are doing okay, even in the midst of things not moving well.
Yes.
We don't feel like we are okay. They don't tell you, okay, we can adapt to this system. Yes. Why should we be adapting to the abnormal things of life? Why can't we see how to make it right?
This is the basic thing, Mary.
Right?
These are
how to make the place livable and comfortable for the people. I'm not saying that we can adapt to things. No, we should not adapt to things. Can we start thinking about to make a change from these abnormal things happening in the country? You understand?
Then the first thing is to query people like Babangida. He's too old now to face judgment. You understand? There's nothing you can get from him anymore. You understand? He's wasted. The man is weak. You understand? He doesn't have good memory. At this age now, he has dementia. When you get to my age, Mary, small time, things you forget easily. I know this why I don't forget so many things. So there are so many things that he cannot even recommend, he cannot recollect, he cannot help us with it. And we're not going to bring a dead man to judgment. It's unfortunate. But what we should learn from this is not to celebrate it. Or we celebrate with caution. Celebrating, reminding those young people in power. Your time will come and go. You're going to end up in the wheelchair like him. And what would you be? Are you going to come back and cry to Nigerians and say, in my time, those people who were my commissioners or those people who were my ministers, they looted the money. I didn't have anything to say. Or the military men were going to kill you. Or the West were telling you what to do. Look at you. Look at leaders. We have issues. And it was quite an interesting thing. When I saw Babangida was interested, I was the first person that said, I was going to make a film about him. Mary, as a filmmaker, this is exactly what I say. We need to make movies about Babangida, about all these great men. I have one on the pipeline, which I'm thinking of doing. You understand? Abuja. But in fact, the reason in this movie, I said, why I annoyed the election. You understand? And when I want to do it, I will do it to the truth. If Babangida don't tell me the truth, I will bring out the truth and destroy Nigeria. You understand? I will create a truth. Because I have to think as a filmmaker, what might be the rationale behind this man? Is either he's a coward. Right now, from what he has said from his mouth, he's a coward. Maybe until he's able to convince us otherwise. And like I said, if you cannot be Jesus Christ, then don't try to be king. Jesus Christ, for being a king, what did he do? He died for us. Today you say in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. Every morning, everybody has said this morning.
We humans, we have our nature is different, right? The truth is nobody wants to die for anybody. Can we just be sincere and accept?
But you see what did Jesus Christ tell you? He said, if you want to be the leader, what did you do? You be the servant. He started it by dying for you. The reason you say, by the blood of Jesus. Everybody, when I wake up in the morning, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. Why you they call blood of Jesus? There's somebody's blood sacrificed on the cross for nothing. He didn't steal. He didn't do anything. They even see the thief. They say, no, they don't want the thief. They want the one that is innocent. That's the person they killed. That is an example of leadership. If you cannot be a leader, do not attempt to be there, Babangida. Don't come out and say, this is why I did this. Who want to listen to rubbish? Do you think we have time for rubbish? What you came out with, as far as this book is concerned, is something to make money. You wanted to clear your name is not clear. And because if we accept this as a name being cleared, then other people will continue to get away with it. For me, in my book, in my judgment on my show today, your case is still pending. Even when you die, you see, this is the good thing. Your grave will still be talking about your atrocities. If you want to say it now, tell us where the problem was and how we can solve it. Not telling us that if it was in national interest, we'll give it them. Anyway, Mary, let's go through some papers because today is weekly bulletin. I just wanted us to look at this. And I really, before we go through that, there's an elder statesman. I think we're going to go through him as we go through the papers in Delta State. He has been there. He has been around. You understand? And I can see how helpless these men were watching children loot. I'm talking of E.K. Clark. He passed on a few days ago. You understand? Maybe as we go through the papers, I think I saw his picture in one of the papers today. Let me see. I thought I saw it, and it was quite interesting. What I saw in it maybe was the look at him here. Why Clark lived and died in Abuja. I don't understand why. I don't know where Abuja is again.
And because of reservation about the man.
No, I respect E.K. Clark. I respect him. He's somebody that Evelyn is saying Magda is trying to open old one, cause rage. Anyway, that is by the way. I just wanted to see this man, E.K. Clark. Perhaps when people pass on, today, Mary, it doesn't hurt me anymore because I lost my mom, I lost my dad already. I know that one day I'm going to go, whether I like it or not. Even if it's not God, I know that God didn't want us to die. But right now, we're going to die. So, and if that is the case, I just want to live the few life I have to the fullest, doing the right thing. It's hard, and that's why I will not take any position of authority if I cannot defend it. When you take that oath, there's an oath you swear. When you become the president, they gave you the most powerful thing on earth because you are God representative on earth. Let me put it this way, maybe. Sometimes people don't understand who leaders are. God is no more in this world. When God left, he left authority in the hands of men. So those people who are now in charge of authority, they now represent God on earth. So when you say, I am president, you are Jesus Christ on earth. Are you? Because Jesus Christ died. Can you die for us? If you cannot, then get out of there. It's just like I said to people, if you cannot marry, don't marry. Because when they marry, say they make you love your wife. Maybe they argue with me, say woman, they love man. Woman, no, they love man. Man go love his wife. And it is a saying, no reasonable man wants his children to bury him. No reasonable man wants to bury his wife. No way. He said, when I die, you bury me. That is a man, that's the parents I grew up knowing. No more my father I have met would ever be happy to allow any of his wife or his children die. In fact, my father made it a vow that in his lifetime, none of his children would die. And none of us died.
That's true.
That's a man. But that is why they say the man is the head of the family. Any man that cannot do that is called an infidel in the Bible. When a man cannot stand for that, it's the same thing as a leader who comes to power and refuses to stand for that. Then they come to Ike Clark. Ike Clark has lived his life and he has passed on. And sometime in his time, I was just feeling sorry for the man. You know why? These are people that were in position of power. They did not lose the whole country to dry. They didn't share the oil well in their time. Do you know it was the time of the Babangida that they shared Nigerian oil well? They shared the well. That some fools in Nigeria owns well in my village. Who did he pay to? Maybe the well, oil well in my community is owned by one northern man. That's the country we find ourselves. Are these the people trying to kill him? We want to know, Mary. The problem in Nigeria is the fight for this oil money. We want to know where the problem is coming from. I wanted to hear from E.K. Clark one day and say, Baba, how did you people do it? And it's the painful thing that when these people pass on, without doing a proper documentary, getting them talk. You filmmakers, I'm disappointed. You young people, I'm so disappointed in you. Before Nelson Mandela died, credit to children in South Africa. Those of them studying films, they were going to him to do documentaries, interview upon interview upon interview upon interviews. You don't see people, young people in Nigeria, maybe because we don't study film. We only study Nollywood. Another important part of film is documentaries. And they cannot be better than hearing from E.K. Clark. Put Babangida down to talk in his documentary. I don't want his movie. In his documentary, this thing he said now, he need to say it. And we use picture to tell this beautiful story for the world to watch. Like, E.K. Clark is come and gone. We say, rest on, Baba. But it's a pity that we didn't hear from you. Why we don't blame you too much? I blame the younger generation for not carrying their camera and do the right thing. And today, maybe I'll be inspiring many young people watching me. As a filmmaker, I am crying to Nigerians. Don't study only Nollywood. Nollywood is entertainment. The true filmmaking is actually in the historical and political context, which is what you get with documentaries. I expect more from young Nigerians. In fact, there is a market for it. Don't think it's only when you come out in Hollywood that's where you are a filmmaker. You're not a filmmaker there. You are in Hollywood. You understand? True filmmakers don't go there. Because film is the weapon, is the way you preserve history. Now, so many things Babangida have done. All these books now, how many people read that and go to die? But if you put it in video, the video they will keep.
Yes, people want to watch.
They watch it even entertaining. It's entertaining. You see the man laughing, the man crying, but we watch him and you preserve him. It's a way of preserving Babangida himself. So if he can give interview, I watched Nelson Mandela and I see his picture now. He's talking, he's laughing. It's like he's still alive. So we need to preserve. Don't forget that history started from filmmaking started from Egypt when the pharaohs want to preserve themselves. You understand? So the best way, the body is dead. They were preserving it. That's why they were digging some of them see art tomorrow. Later they came up with painting, from drawing, painting, and now moving images. This is movies. So we can make movies of what we have now. When we make those movies, it will go a long way to preserve these people. E.K. Clark is come and gone. I'm sure there are so many elder statesmen who have a lot to tell us about this beautiful country. And it's not necessarily to make us fight. It's for us to learn from history. Look at what Babangida, this show of shame Babangida just put up. It's a coward. I never knew the man to be a coward. If he had come out and said, these were the people, these were the people, these were the people, children, this is why I did what I did, and I am sorry, then we will forgive him today and say, Baba, look, Baba has said the truth. Oh. Let us now stop those people who were killing us. Because some people are actually burying the country. Let me ask you, Mary. Let me ask this question. Do you know where the oil well is? How they allocated oil well?
No, sir.
How much did they pay for it?
No.
These are things we need to know.
But we all know that
Babangida,
these people are not transparent. You talk about the government. They are not transparent. They don't feel like they need to tell us everything. That communication is not there.
Good. So, and we are here talking. Man should be talking about. I like this capture here, Mary. I think you should read this headline for us. How Miriam captured my heart.
That's on the Vanguard.
That one they vex me because me I be Robo man. That one they vex me, Mary. You know what? Igbo people are gonna listen to me because we go quarter for this show. Thank God, say Mary na Igbo. Read the headline.
Okay, the big story on the Vanguard says how Miriam captured my heart, changed my life. Coming from IBB.
Mary, this is a big one. Me as a Robo man are the best.
Why?
Mary, let me explain this. Nigeria was only 4 regions. It was first 3 regions. The north, the east, and the west. Then there was a referendum that created Midwest. All right? So we were then 4 regions. From these 4 regions, Mary, they've broken the country into 36. The then Midwestern region was only broken into 2 by Babangida. Everybody, when they get to Midwest, they will leave it alone. They only rename it. When they were renaming state, they didn't change it. They just rename it to Bendel. They did not change the map. They renamed Midwest as Bendel. They did not add or remove anything from it. It was the same thing. It was Babangida's time that they said, okay, let us say Babangida was brave to break the state into 2. That's when he broke the Edo and the Delta states. Now, that is the Midwest. Now, guess what happened to Edo State? No, we leave them, may they find their own. Delta State, they went and put our capital in Anambra State. Abuja is telling us how many have captured my heart. This man, they make me best more. This morning, they make me best more.
Now, Chris, this particular thing you said has been paining you for long. Okay, because I know your mother is saying it. You have issues with your state capital. Why? Why do you have issues with your state capital?
I have my office there now, I know. But why should Asaba be our capital?
Because so it means you wanted to split Asaba out from Delta State. That is what you are trying to say now.
It's because Miriam captured his heart now. It's because Miriam captured his heart and changed his life and changed our destiny. So, that is Babangida's life changed our destiny. We don't have a state. Mary, let me tell you, and I'm not being, if it's happened to anybody, I will cry. We are 5th in population, 5th. After the Hausa, we have the Yorubas, we have the Igbos, we have the Ijaws. The next tribe is Urobo. Mary, we don't have one developed city. We produce oil. The oil they are sharing partly is coming from Urobo land. We don't have a state, a small community that is developed. Now we can't even have a state. The only one they want to give it to us, somebody captured Babangida's heart.
The power of a woman.
May God help all of them. That's why when I see these Igbo guests, when I see you now, Babangida, what do you see? You go confess. So Babangida need to tell us everything. What the Igbo woman they do for her? You understand? Because if I say, now get one weapon, what are they use? Because I don't understand. Though. That's why when my son go call with Igbo guy, go say, this one don't capture your heart again. Then you go out to Babangida.
You just have to accept it. That's just the truth.
That's why they capture Igbo heart.
But can we agree that Chris, if you were from Asaba, you will not be complaining. You would have been saying this thing you are saying now. The reason you are saying this is because you are from Urobo part in Delta State. No. But that's just the truth.
No, maybe. I am that kind of person that if I see it, I will say it. I will say it plays to my advantage, but I will say the truth. And I've done it a couple of times. Even when the Urobo people, when I know they're doing so many things in the wrong way, I run Urobo television. I say the truth sometimes against them. You understand? But this one is blatant, Mary. We cannot be 5th in population with not a single developed village. And you're taking oil from our land. It's because we don't have people to speak for us. And that is why the last time when we heard of Ibori talking, only
you cannot say you don't have people to speak for you. You have a whole lot of people to speak for you. What I see, personally, I will tell you, their interest is not there. This thing you are complaining about now is not in their interest. That is why you don't talk about it. Everybody will want to talk about what they have interest in, what they feel should be changed, right?
I
I
agree.
feel like their interest is
Mary,
not in this
Mary,
particular thing you're complaining
Mary,
about.
Mary, it's not. Let me put it this way, Mary. When you get used to stupidity for some time, like we said on the show today, it becomes normal. All right. The Robo man has become. I understand that he's no more in the country. He's not. He has no place. He has no power. You understand? And that is where they are. And I told them that becomes the decision you make, and it's the wrong one. Because the Robo man is no more crying. Look at. You know what is happening, Mary? As of today, in today's National Assembly, it's even the Anyoma man, the Marian brother, Ned, that is fighting for a state, not the Robo man. The Robo man is comfortable in Asaba. Mokuna like, Mona stone me. If the Robo man is not comfortable in Asaba, it's the Robo man that's supposed to be making this trouble that the Ned is making now in the Senate. If I go to Senate, the first thing I will say is my state. In fact, till I go die, now my state.
Because you have interest in it. These people don't have interest in it. That's what I'm saying. I'm still saying what I'm saying, sir. They don't have interest in it. That's why you don't talk about it. So you cannot say you don't have people in Yoruba that will talk about it. You have a lot of people that will talk about it. But
Okay,
it is not in their interest.
okay, we have a deputy Senate president, the name of Obiama Agege. They say you not get interest to this young man, this one where they don't know, this Oyibo, what do you name? I they call the name, maybe they know who they talk. You understand? They say you not get interest in our state. Make we say the truth to ourselves. Are we not ashamed? That when Babangida now, somebody, I'm following newspapers, so I'm not fighting you, you know. I'm waiting for Babangida talk. Now they follow. Babangida says somebody capture a heart. As they capture the man heart, they capture all of us as victims.
Because you are changing the whole thing. He's not saying that it's because she captured his heart. That Asaba is not the Asaba is made the capital. No.
Oh, now you put that there, now you, what, which juju go carry capital states, capital.
If you have a Asaba,
Come on,
I'm still saying what I'm saying.
come on,
Mary.
I hear. I'm here for the celebrate. I hear for the celebrate. But Asaba people,
you will not be saying
God there. Now not the people play past God. Oh, God fit take rain, wipe the whole Asaba. See where our land.
Okay, they had made the Robo land, right, to be the state capital. Would you have been saying this? Would you have?
But we deserve it, Mary. We deserve it. It's not a matter of we deserve it. We are 5th in population. 5. We don't get one village. And you they collect all year from our backyard. But Mali say, those of you looking at me with a scorn in your eyes, now wait till Mali talk. But Mali say we're going to chase those crazy ballhead out of town. He said, I and I plant the garbage, and I and I plant the corn. With my people before me, we get this oil. Now you take my oil and you're looking at me with a scorn. We're going to chase you out of town. That's what Mali was saying. No, but in fact, we are in pain. The Yoruba man is in pain. And I will continue to educate the young Yoruba people that this is wrong. I'm talking funny Babangida's crying. Oh, I'm talking of national issue as it affects us. And this is true. Somebody captured the Baba heart. I better read the headline. Make not say I only pick on the Baba today. I don't want to talk too much about Baba today before. That's why I don't want to come on the show. I want to I'm an old man. I don't do my own time. Now my time to do now. What I have said on my show will continue to come out even when I'm gone. How can Babangida come out and say somebody captured his heart? Capture the whole Urobo.
But Chris, it's not about your state. It was not just about your state. He's not even talking about your state.
The implication of the capture of Babangida's heart is we now have the capital of Delta State in Asaba. Asaba, Igbo people not seeing justice here. Una when they cry every day, Mary, thank God you there here with me. Una when they cry every day, say Nigeria not they just. Una won't break out. Una don't see the injustice in Urobo man here.
He's a good man. Now, from your own perception, he's a good man, right? That he's late. But you know that a lot of people, right, that have been saying a lot of negative things about him. His name is. I on my own, I felt like this person is late. Why am I seeing a lot of people insulting him? Can we just agree that naturally, when something is not, we are not benefiting from something, when we are not gaining from something, we have problems with it. It's a lot of people coming for the man. Somebody that is late, insulting him, having issues with him, talking about the thing he did that was wrong. But you did not.
When I come on a national show, Mary, when I come on a national show, my job is to do my mouth here, to say the truth. It's not as a favor that the Christ people alone. Anybody that can come out and defend the oppression, the marginalization of the Robo man in the Nigerian state is a madman. And like you really said, our people are weak. And maybe they are used to rubbish. So I say when you get used to rubbish, you accept it. We have oil. And Happy Evelyn is saying this. Evelyn is saying, now where oil they come from, the capital supposed today. Not true.
And then the people that have the right should come out and fight for their own.
And you tell me to come to Asaba.
Now they should come out and fight for their own. If that's the case. They can't put their hand at 6
One day when the Robo man go teach and fight for you, he go break Nigeria. Because at the end of the day, you see, the neglect of this region, you know, Mary, sometimes I don't even want to talk about Nigeria in this light because I've been preaching what I'm against. Because I believe in Africa should unite to be one country, not even that, not this division. But that being said, there must be equity in where we share things among us. If we cannot practice equity now, today, you know what Mary, listen to me. When you say Robo man is doing something wrong, before we had the power to win election again and again. All right? But before Ibori left, Ibori made sure his power goes through the senatorial district. That is why Okowa, when he like this, become governor. There's no way he can win election if we say, let us vote. You understand? The Robo man will vote a mass. They won't even win the primaries. But we didn't do that. Today, when power leave one part of the state, it will go to the other. It will go to the other. But they didn't remember that when they were doing the state capital, when they were sharing the capital. So the Igbo man must know, and I'm saying to the Igbo race in general, when they happy, they cry. Now say Asaba now oh. Mona forget saying now Robo man they oppressed, and you are enjoying it.
At the end of the day, since it is now like this, the Igbos, are they not still suffering? Are they not still crying for a particular? You know already what they are crying for. Asaba is not their problem.
Nobody win.
Are they still enjoying the Igbos? Are they not still crying?
Mary,
so if Urobos, right, feel like the Igbos, they are enjoying under them and all of that, they should come out and fight for themselves.
Igbo.
Has it not been the Igbo crying for?
We're not enjoying under them. We are suffering under the Igbos. No, Mary, we're not enjoying without the Igbo. We are suffering under the Igbos because we're going to Asaba. When our capital should be Ugali, you understand? We're not a lower. We're not children of a lesser God. The same Baba when he creates man, when he creates Hausa man, I create us. If God give us communities, what are they fight for? But now they beat us, they take her. When they celebrate, let me say this, Mary, and I've said the truth, and that's why I know I'm a truthful person. Let me tell you one secret that nobody knows. If you come to Saple today, there's one place called Okpe Road. You know what the name of that place in those days? Mary, it was called Igbo Road. During the war, now so Saple people, wickedness, to go kill the Igbo people when they did. They claimed the houses. It was only the Oba of Benin that said, you must give what belongs to the Igbo man to the Igbo man. I have said it. It's bad practice. I cannot stand here and defend nonsense. But the atrocity, the damage, the cost on the Yoruba land, when Babangida comes exhibit today in the name of love, and now we know say, Babangida, you be real number one, you be real coward. So you even then weak to the extent of carrying our capital give woman. Now that one I write good for you. Now that is my take. Whether you like
Babangida Babangida is he Igbo? Is he Igbo by tribe?
Not the woman captured and so what it be how Mary captured my heart. Now Babangida announcer. You know, I remember I was in Lagos when they announced this capital. When they announced the state, they say, they don't create our state to they create the state. Because they refuse to create the state too. Mary, think out of 4 regions, the 3 regions, Igbo man the best today. Igbo have been divided into, wait, let me quote it. Igbo have been divided into 5. We still remain one. We still they cry, but we never even come up for where we did. the regions, the Midwest have only been divided into two. Then they play politics. The Yoruba man and the Shekiri man, they never know themselves. As we speak now, they see the fight. Tribal war. And that is why some of these things happening to us is happening to us.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on, daughter.
Have you not had governors in your state that's from Urobo? Let me say presently, I think the present governor is from your state. I mean from your side, Urobo, right?
Yes.
So you produced governor that's from your place, the Urobo land. So what have they been doing? If you say the Igbo, right?
Mary, the Urobo man put pepper. The Urobo man,
So how is it the fault of the Igbo?
No, we
so
don't.
How is it the fault of the Igbo? If that's the case, you had the Yoruba person as the governor of your state. Have you done anything about what you just said?
You know what happened, Mary? We know what happened. The Nigerian weapon, we are fifth, we are small. Let me tell you this. When Ibori was in power as the governor of Delta State, he fought for one thing, resource control. Let's not go into that politics. He fought for what we call, because the oil money you are sharing in Abuja, oil where went in my village, Babangida need to tell us the truth. The people that were about to kill him, how did they share Nigerian oil well? Where are they? Babangida need to open his mouth and talk. He need to talk. They have a lot of things in them. Who shared the oil? Who belong? How much did they pay for it? That the oil well in my village belongs to one Hausa man or one Yoruba man. Where is that done? Okay, let's do that. But when you ask me a question, when Ibori was in power, he was fighting for resource control. Guess what? He and Anemesia of Bayelsa, Mary, these were the only two people that are going to jail in the UK for daring to talk about. They were the only two. All the thieves when they Nigerian sees now, let them don't go prison. I don't say they not be thief, but what about the rest thieves? How many of them they don't hold for here? Thank God said they don't hold one of my brother here. They here now, but now money laundering. Now you only carry money. No be corruption. And no, my brother when they prison with us now, they were here with us. What did the name? When I deputy senator president before. When they harvest organ. No, everybody on different things. But for political reasons, the only person that have really suffered is been the Robo man. Yes, he stole money, they brought the money here. Now only how much does the Ibori have compared to the rest? That the Ibori was the one, and I never say I have to run away from here. He dressed like woman, I don't come up for this country. If I don't come up for this country, I don't go mind. If I die, all die and I die. Maybe you get to be careful what you say when you are small, they will neglect you. And so when we say where the Robo man is afraid even. If you dare say the oil money they boil for people body. Maybe do you know how much oil money we are talking about? The country we are talking about, the Nigeria we're talking about, the money is coming from a small region called the South region. The money you are sharing every day is coming from there. The people cannot say anything. You talk of oppression. And then these people, man, they cry every day. We say, make we follow and fight. But when they not tell us truth, say, no, may they return this capital, say this capital not good. Never Bangida, they confess today. Igbo man never talk about this one. Yet, when they do the matter, and I hear many, I know they talk about the same way they did my Kano alone. Have I ever supported the same operation on Kano? But do you people, the Igbo, have you people supported us once? Now, question,
Now, Chris, have you people for once come up with that idea and see the reaction?
Oh,
have you produced governors from
this capital? Wait, we start with Asaba first. This woman, when he captured Babangida's heart, when he did the
capital, my questions. No. Have you produced governors from the Roboland? What have they done? You've not brought us something. I said you should speak.
I've just answered you now.
Have you proposed it? That this is what you want?
The Igbo state. You know what? As we read now,
we want.
As we move on this paper today, you see that the current the deputy speaker, wait, let's go. As we look at the paper today, you see the guy saying that that the creation of state is not doable. Wait, request for 31 states failed constitutional requirement. Deputy Speaker.
That's really trust.
Thank you.
The weekend trust. Okay.
So if they want, if you want to go for, they say if they constitutional refinement. Who are the where the constitution? Where they would write that stupid constitution? Why we not go change them?
Funny
Some
enough,
people have no. I'm not for. I'm not for.
You know, the thing is, we are in a country whereby if something is not favoring us, you see us violating the constitution. We don't even work towards it. But for something we don't want, that's when we now remember that there's a constitution that we need to follow.
Now let's follow the litmus test of Babangida truthfulness. Now they this headline. Read that, my daughter. Read this headline.
Okay, the big story. The
Yes.
big story, right?
Yes.
He said, IBB, Delegiwa's mother targeted at my government.
You see, Babangida no get truth from her.
And the question is, don't you think a lot is coming out right now?
No, you know, if you say this was a guy, it was a journalist that had so much to say. That was digging into their affairs. Now, later bomb they sent to the guy. He opened later bomb, the thing exploded, the man died. That is Delegiwa. I've been to his village a couple of times. You understand? I studied in Abuja. When we drive to his village, Delegiwa's village, I had a girlfriend there. You understand? So you see Delegiwa's grave by the side. He was murdered. Now, Babangida is denying that he's not part of it, or he was targeted at his government. What is he saying? Who was he targeted at? You see, Abuja said something. He said if something is hidden for more than a month, government no concern. Is he saying that there was a secret about the killing of Delegiwa that he didn't know? Come on now. Who is he talking to? Are you trying to exonerate yourself? Babangida, you shouldn't have said it, but there's some things you should have ignored. I'm following the paper, so I'm not quoting my own. Quoting paper right now, they follow me. Because I lived through the time. I'm a testimony. I'm still a living testimony of that time. Till today, nobody never fight for who killed Delegiwa. As we speak, Babangida is about to die. We still don't know who killed Delegiwa. We get problem. So I could be receiving a letter bomb tomorrow. Because for saying this, I get a letter bomb, I die. And maybe it could happen to anybody. If we don't address issues like this, it will keep happening. The elections is keep happening now. The killing will continue. New terrorists are popping up on a daily basis. Of which interest? Who is celebrating? What are we doing to ourselves? What will clap for ourselves? That Babangida has come to confess. Confess my ass. You cannot even tell us who killed Delegiwa Babangida. I can't wait to read the book. Maybe no, you're not gonna die, you. And they come with camera, you will say the truth. All this you wrote down. Maybe you tell somebody, maybe help you write out. Baba, you go take your mouth, talk, and I go ask you question as you talk.
You know, even in his truth that we feel is the truth, there's still no truth. He needs to
How can it be truth? Who killed Delegiwa? Okay, Babangida, if you're not the one that killed him, who killed him? Oh, or you couldn't investigate him. You couldn't investigate that matter because that matter was a big issue. You couldn't investigate it. You didn't tell us who killed him. Today you don't know who killed him. It was targeted at your government. Come on, man. Mary, there's no sin God will not forgive us. There's no sin Babangida have committed that is not forgiven. But we want to, for us to know, we have to start from the truth so that we can begin the process of healing. If certain things are still hidden, then the healing process can never start. Like I said, the importance of Babangida should be saying this. If I was doing Babangida today, I would say in the interest of free and fair elections. That is why I released the book. If you ask Babangida, why did you release this book at this time? There should be a motive behind it to correct some things. There may be things you think that is wrong, that you want to make sure people get straight so that we can do the right thing. And from what the Baba is doing now, it's like we are joking.
That's true.
We can't celebrate that. Anyway, let's go on a quick break, Mary. There's a movie coming up. We're going to have a guest with us here on Monday. All right, it's one of those movies. Maybe you were not young when we had the first. We were very young. I don't think you were ever born then when we had the first.
No problem, sir. It's fine.
We're not born when we had the first Domitila. We're going to have another one now. Let's have the new one coming from the same director, Zebejiru. And we just want to watch the trailers. It's quite intriguing. Just watch. Don't go away.
Work, now say they ready to sky B. Kasala fit boss at any time. This one no be those basically muski Ashawo story where you don't hear before. Say Ashawo fall in love with big man, her life got change. Ashawo come become madam. This one are real life. Ashawo no be work.
Wow. I can't wait to premiere this film in the UK. That is the new. Well, in those days, we watched the first Domitila. It was the first film I saw in Nigeria. I said, wow, I was watching them. That's when they came, all of them came out. You understand? And that's the first Domitila. Now, this is a remake of it. This is the second version of it. I trust Zebejiro must have done amazing work on this. And it's in cinema right now. We'll have somebody here to talk about the movie on Monday. Tell us about it. So that's one of the segment of the show. That will be the entertainment. We always do that on this show moving forward. And like I said, Mary was going to help us to run through some of the papers we have. We've really got this short of time right now. But let's take a look at all the other papers, Mary, quickly before we.
Okay, I think we still need to look at the punch that it is.
All right. Punch. Okay. Mary.
Okay, the big story on the punch says IBB defends executing childhood friend, family demands restitution. And the rider says, coup plotters plan to shoot down presidential jet, says Babangida. Abiola's daughter, Odumakin slam ex-dictator on 1993 presidential coup on page 4.
Yes. Okay, that's a good one. You understand? This is a Babangida now. You know, you're going to have so many. You know, this is the thing, Mary. Eh? And sometimes you see a big man. More money will come across, more problems we see. You understand? That's what Babangida is going through. When you live a life, and I don't want to be him right now, because there are so many pains, so many things, so many mistakes that are made that you cannot correct. You understand? Like executing your childhood friend. I'm talking about not the Mama Basta. So, you understand? That was the coup. Maybe they plotted a coup, maybe they did it. You understand? And well, maybe I won't be blaming Babangida if the penalty of plotting a coup is death, and he now did the right thing. But he could have also pardoned him, and maybe that thing will not happen again. But who knows? Maybe that would be them, all right, and they are dealing with their shit. But again, Babangida now coming to say this, I'm so happy that the family are now demanding restitution. The family of the dead will ask, you kill our father, pay us. You understand? Money cannot even pay for some of these things. So now you're collecting 16 billion naira. And I know Babangida is going to make over the budget of this year will go to Babangida's coffer right now. How much the Nigeria budget this year? We budget some 2 trillion naira. He's going to get 1 trillion from this. Credit to him, he has done well. But one would have expected that at this stage, truth will come out. I can say that for fear or in defense of my office, so that other things to use it as an example, I did what the Constitution said. I had to order the killing of Lazarus. That's a simple thing. You understand? Just say it as it is. Don't cover it. How can you defend executing your own child? Anyway, that means you are a brave man. You're a brave man to kill your shadow friend. You're not a brave man to tell us how you are not election. And what for you? No, leave Babangida alone. The man is old. Like I said, he's too old to face justice. Maybe we better leave Babangida. If we can have other issues, let's talk about it. I like the issue in Oshu State. That Davido brother, Davido uncle. He nobody conduct election before. You know, I hate when the state governors try to take control of local. It's something I hate it with a passion. It makes my soul weak. There are three arms of government: the federal, the state, and the local. The only reason Nigeria is where we are is because the local government are not working. And every time I talk about the UK, come to my local government here, you see what local government, the impact of local government in your life. But they are there. In fact, in my place, Etiop West, if you see them, Mary, if I open my book, they go cry. So it's better I'm away because if I don't kill myself, if I'm there, they will. In fact, I would be annoying. I'm going to leave this show so that somebody else will do the show with you guys. I'm too. Maybe I am too agitated to be here on the show. If not, you see what local governments are doing, costing us and costing future generations. What Babangida did, he didn't know the implication would be now. He thought he was doing something. Today, we no more have elections in the country, and it is now acceptable not to have a free and fair election. It is normal because Babangida instituted it. The sin of our fathers. Now with the system. And maybe Babangida, you cannot even understand the depth of the damage. And it was the then Babangida period that you see people, in fact, military men running the affairs of the state and looting the money. Mary, that is when they share the oil well, which is the biggest part of the thing that concerns me today. My interest is, Babangida, how did you people share the oil wells in Nigeria? That is a shady part of our life. Nobody is there to talk about. The international community don't want anybody to talk about it because you have Shell and the big boys there, the Chevron, they are in control. So you dare not go there. And if you say it locally, you're a stupid man. Even if I go to my village and ask, they will say, who said you go there? Because they don't give one old sheep 2 million naira. Sold our destiny. And that is where we are. This is where we are. It's disheartening. Babangida, maybe our children will forgive you. In my book, you are not forgiven. But if you had come out and also come out, you see, have more chance to sell it. Then Nigeria, this oil that we put there should not be sold. Let us share the oil so the ordinary man
can benefit.
Today we are now suffering from oil which we have at home. Because you share the oil in that stupid manner, refineries were not maintained. We need to restructure that sector. Of course, the new president, Buhari, came, he said he's Minister of Petroleum. Tinubu, Minister of Petroleum. Why do like this? Eh? When you go to church, you be Catholic, you do like this, you know what it is. Rest in peace. We are resting in peace. And that is what you see with this local government. You're talking about you are voted as a government. By law, you should conduct a local government election. I don't know which kind of constitution even give governors power to conduct local government election. Because they are more dictators than the federal government. In the history of Nigeria, governors have been more problem than the presidency. The reason I know is, at least we have the country still divided into regions. PDP gets some state, APC gets some state, right? Even some they get some state. But go to Edo State. When this man won, when PDP was in power there, PDP won on the local government. If you come to Delta State, now PDP is in power, PDP will win on the local government. If you go to any state where APC will win on because this is our guys, this is our boyfriend. All this is our boyfriends there. Whether not they give them, now they capture their hearts. But people like when I capture their heart, maybe. Now don't capture the governor's heart so they don't misbehave. As they capture Babangida's heart, that's so they capture this dancer heart. You know, because
they have their wives, so I don't know what you're saying. These governors, they are married. Have you seen a single governor? They are married. They have their families. The only thing they're doing is their own decision.
Now my mouth will talk. Now my mouth will talk. I mean, they carry all the women in Nigeria. They nine another the priest nine. I hear. I mean, cause you know.
So why do you think people's decision is based on the woman? Must it be the woman controlling their decision or telling them what to do?
The one
Can they decide? Can they be decisive?
Babangida decide that I've been a million. Woman, don't
No,
worry you for her.
you can't just use only
No, I'm
Babangida
not
compared to every
Babangida.
other man out there. Every other man out there cannot be like.
Mary, if woman propose you for house, no, that one we know say before say, even for Bible, when God knows say the things won't fall on the children of Israel, God send woman to the king. One time he sent Ruth, another one he sent Esther. You know woman. So I blame Babangida, I still blame us. I leave her. Babangida for strong past those men. Otherwise, women have changed the course of history for some time. And I'm waiting Igbo girls if they do. In Jesus' name. I talk now. I do what concern me now. I talk now. And my state, my capital of my state, there, Asaba. Now lie.
So so does that make Igbo girls, right? The kind of girls that always want to tell men what to do or control men's decision? Because I want to understand.
Women naturally they control men's decision. No,
with different tribes in Nigeria.
I don't say now only Igbo girls, but Igbo now concern me, now pay me for my time. Maybe in another time, that something else. In my generation, whether they cry for this place or I sit down, the thing where they pay me pass, no pass say my capital for Nigeria they Asaba. And they talk am every day. Oh, anywhere I enter. Nobody Asaba get office. Nobody with the broadcast from today. But me they pay me rich bone. Say as we big rich, we don't get one village when they say na the time with this. Okowa even come. Okowa come be. In fact, our people Emery, you know what happen? I cannot talk about politics of Delta State. Thank God say they will enter from, they will join the broadcast from there, so will they question them. To the extent Okowa was able to control. I remember when Okowa was contesting, he was like a very meek and humble man. Ibori was in prison, he was telling that to make sure Okowa become governor. Later, Okowa turned against that. Me say, I'm not sorry for Ibori. But you know, Okowa had very big ingrates. Typical Igbo man, now I call him. Mona no vex. Mona call me on name today. Me I get issue. If not this is good, Igbo people make an ask una again. What do they see for Asaba? So it clear for una eye, so that when you say this is right, when Nigeria they deal with una, we go dey laugh. If you cannot correct the evils in your place,
clear. That agrees. Clear. Oh yeah, we want people come outside and fight for it. Come and speak.
Okay.
You be the only one speaking. If you come out and speak, the ones that even are fighting for them, be coming out to speak.
Mary, 90% of
sit down and put your hands in your houses. You cannot sit down and not show. Nonchalant about the whole thing. I expect it to work. No, you have to work for something to work out.
Mary, the Robo man when he show up, he go prison. He make mistake, but he go prison put. So make we not satisfy evil. Obasanjo even came out. He said, go deal with the boy. Obasanjo made the Ibori cases a personal issue. We know the truth. Because Ibori said, all this oil money. No, Mary, you know the funniest thing? If I try now, I will die soon. They allow me to make noise about anything. But if I dare talk about where the Nigerian oil well is, they will kill me today. There is some people, some calculus.
Now you get my point. Okay, you have an idea of some things that you cannot dish out. You can't say it out.
I'm dishing it out because I'm in the UK. I'm in the free world. Mary, I say my own. Mary, I'm saying my own.
It's a big mess.
Mary, I am saying it out. Mary, I am saying it out. At the come, I set up legal supporters to fight them. I am strong because I'm outside the country. But if I know that if I'm within, sometimes I'm the talk to you, self, and the fear for your life, talk level of my own. So I know that when you talk about certain things, Mary, you can talk about anything. But when you talk where the money they come from, because that's where the problem is. Many people that will control Nigerian election tomorrow, they have some bulk of money that is coming from oil, they can drop it. I don't know why Peter Obi not go meet them. Those people drop money, what did they talk of money? Somebody can sell an oil well for 500 billion. You never shake out. You still get plenty. The question is, how do they allocate it to them? Who gave it to them, Babangida? These are the questions. When I hear Babangida come out to confess, these are the things I wanted to hear. Not the shallow things you guys are talking about now. The cross of today's matter. Babangida, who shared Nigerian oil where? To who? When? And how? We need to hear that truth from the military. They changed the structure of the Nigerian state from then. Nigerian oil is in the hands of the few. It is unacceptable. If we can correct that, we'll be on the path to greatness. And Dr. Mary, let's take a look at one more paper before we close the day.
Okay, so let's see what the Guardian. I would like to look at the Guardian. The big story on the Guardian says taming menace of frequent fuel tanker accidents, explosions. That is on page 8 and 9. And moving forward, you also have a story that says federal government committed to correctional service reforms, coming from Tunji Ojo on page 35. The Babangida we should find in Tinubu. And did you hear me? The Babangida we should find in Tinubu, still on the Guardian. I don't know why they don't have much stories today. Their stories are just so scanty. And
Guardian is being careful.
yes,
I don't have much business with Guardian this morning because they don't get time.
What happened? You used to like Guardian paper before.
But with these headlines, we're talking of serious issue. Eh?
No, when they wanted to bring the serious issue, they brought it down. You see the red color there on the paper. They brought it
I
down.
know.
Yes.
And they say,
I think they're trying to be careful.
the question is, are they saying that when I see many? He said it's a tricky one. And why I so much adore what Guardian do sometimes. Sometimes I respect their level of journalism, but this one they don't want to talk about this matter. This is not time to talk about oil when it burn or tanker when it fire. We want to know how Nigerian oil was allocated, who were they were allocated to, why was it allocated, what we need to do now. It's a question I asked today, never asked before. Nigeria have a lot of oil. It is now in oil block, allocated to people. Did they pay for it? How much did they pay? You see, all this our president. Good luck, eh? I said good luck, eh? The day when we go put good luck down for South, we go beat down.
Now you could please leave him. He's a man of peace.
Yes, I know. Man of peace, you're not going to be president. Obasanjo just said it. We don't need a good man. We need a good president, not a good man. The office of the presidency is not for good people. Because that's why a president can sign death warrant, even when you're as good as you are. Obama was signing people to go to war and die. It was against his principle, but he has to do it. It's his job. When you are sent the office of the throne of a king, they go tell you this is your head, not be your own again. They won't put crown. That head is no more your own. Uneasy lies the head that wear the crown. If you cannot wear it, sleep at home. Not when they don't put and finish, you say you don't want to die. It's what Bangla is telling us now. No, it was too scary. No, I cannot do this. Why did you go there? If you like your women, you go and stay inside and enjoy your women. Don't come out and be president and tell us you want to be president, you want to do the two. You can't do the two. Anyway, I keep saying that the Nigerian today we are talking about, it would have been nice to hear the big message from IBB in this presentation. How Nigerian oil was shared and how it continues to be shared and who is in control of our well. That is the crux of the matter. Not who embezzled this, not who did this. These are petty cash. The real money is in the hands of the Babadem. Who are they?
But that is what you will not hear because they will not come out and say these things. That's what I'm still trying to let you understand. A lot of things has been said and will not be said. That is just the truth.
So maybe on that note, we don't have time for them. Let them leave us alone. We will talk about that next week, young woman. Listen, I said one thing to me and myself and Mary today. She always disagrees. She thinks she's defending the women, but the Bible says, and I at the time I knew this, now me be head of the family. If death come, now me go fair go. Nobody you going to tell me the small time when you go respect me, you go tell me open mouth because that's on a mouth women. Before man go say one, I don't say 10. But when it is, go say now you be the man. But when it need to talk, you go talk 50 before the man go open mouth.
So what I don't understand is, so because we don't have power, we should not talk. Like Chris, is that what you're trying to say? No, we don't have power.
Now they talk faster than on our brain they think sometimes. Not true. Well, let's leave the show there this morning. That's how we end the show. My name is Chris. Thank you very much for joining me. We do this on Monday. And hopefully Monday, Asaba will be ready. And that and then their drama they did this morning, we will not see it on Monday. That's how we end the show. Until next week. You guys stay out of trouble. And let's hope that Nigerians will ask the real question. Babangida, you have questions to answer. If nobody said this to you before, now you hear this from me. I don't even care who you kill. Two things concerns me in your reign, and that is on a national level. Who shared Nigerian oil well? To who? How much did they pay? Number one. Number two, the annulment of the June 12th. Who made you to annul it? Why did you annul it? Tell us everything that happened so we can correct and we can learn from it. Because today, Nigerian economy is in shambles. We are in trouble. That is because man shared the oil well. Number two, the election, the legacy of election annulment. Now we are now used to, it's not normal. It's not, if we get normal election, we go say, God forbid. Like I done my girlfriend. He said, God forbid. Because we are no more used to electricity. Electricity today now, God forbid for us. So, normal election now, God forbid. It cannot be so. We want to correct this. And for children to learn, they're going to learn. The death of Jesus Christ was not a pleasant thing. The story is a very disheartening one. When you read it, in fact, when they do Station of the Christ as a child, they cry. You understand? That is a bitter story. But out of the bitterness come greatness, come glory. That's why we have service today. So tell us the bitterness. Let us deal with it. So that from there we will learn and maybe ascend to glory. That is on a national level. On a personal level, that girl, that woman, Miriam, when he capture your heart, you think I'm distressed over
I don't know what you did to Daddy Chris. Daddy Chris has you in mouth today. I don't know what you
just
did.
Talk. Don't be me talking, Bo. I am a bank talker. It's not me that said it. I am not the one that said it. It's the paper that said it. It's Babangida that said it, unless they are the one that lied. And I'm living it today. And it is true. I am not lying. That the capital of Delta State is in Asaba. Asaba is Onitsha. It's in Anambra State. How can Igbo people be happy with that?
Daddy Chris, it can be changed.
When you have problem, not cry on us. So
it can be changed. It can be changed. Even as I've been crying, have anything been done? Even as Igbo have been crying, have anything been done? Okay, it can be changed. Let's people come out and fight for it.
Supporting the Igbo cause. I'm a big supporter. I support Kanu. I don't support the violence, but I think Kanu is saying a very valuable thing. You know, you cannot continue to neglect a particular set of people.
If Yoruba people don't come out to fight for it, there's no way people can get it.
Maybe we'll be trying. The last time somebody tried from my area, he was in prison. And I quote Babangida, I quote Obasanjo. You know, if he tell me, say, now what he bori, now let bori. When I shout him, bori, now let it. Now the same bori money, now it change the election for now. Now the Delta State money, will they suffer that state? Only Delta State, Ibori time, he take and win election for Yaradua. Odua time, he take and fight for good luck. Not see when result of good luck come out for Delta State. Now our money now they pump. This one now, the last one, he won't be deputy vice president. Now our money they take run the election article. Thank God say no win. Now punish the state too. Now the cost when you don't say God they cost people. You don't say God not the sleep. Make I end the case. Make I not come pronounce what it one I don't know. That's why I end the show today, baby. We're gonna do this again on Monday. I know many people don't like my show. That's why I don't come. But when I tell them, maybe they not put me here, so they can do this show without me. Then there will be peace. If the decrees come, I come from a generation that is destroyed, that have so many things that I have lived through them. Many of you in power now. You know, I was talking to them in Nollywood the other day. And they were telling me, I'm the president, I'm this. I say, children, when I started in Nollywood, they never even start. You know, like when I talk about politics, some of the things I talk about, they never born some of them. Nobody in power today is older than me. And they ask the governor, how many years you take senior me? So I'm living at a time, I live it. So I'm not a child. I can talk, I'm talking from experience, from knowledge, and from history that are open to me. I asked the Wangera on the open book, how was the Nigerian oil allocated? Why did you actually ignore that election? We know say that from your heart, now you take carry capital, put for Asaba. Igbo people, one are not even condemn her. That is where I end the show. I know say that one people get there, so you go even throw me, you go slap me. That's what
I don't have a problem. It's fine.
That's why we end the show today, people. We do this again on Monday. Stay out of trouble and God bless you. Have a beautiful weekend.
Bye.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. Srtv Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to Srtv Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious Srtv Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. Srtv Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
Srtv. Innovative content, global audience.